Liam and Ian, you're about to finish your first year. You're sort of 3/4 of the way through your first year. What advice would you have to somebody who's about to start the program?
I'd say preparation is key. A good knowledge of what working physios are actually involved in.
Yeah, similar to Ian, just be aware of all the different types of roles that physiotherapists do, not just the side where they on the side of the sports field. There's a big range of where they work and what activities they can be involved in.
Could you tell us about the balance between how much fun you have on the course and how hard the course is and challenging at the same time?
That's one of the things I really enjoy about this uni is when you're in the small groups, you do have times to enjoy the lectures, have fun, but at the same time you're constantly learning, and then when it comes close to exam time, everyone knuckles down and you get that support. But all the while there's an emphasis on how important these are exams, but it's true an enjoyment of learning rather than just hours of looking at notes and projector screens. It's a really good way of learning.
Okay, Ian, any comments?
Yeah, have we got time?
Yeah.
I think because we do have fun, it pays dividends towards the end when we're revising, because we will revise in groups that we've sort of learned with through the rest of the semester.
Liam and Ian, can you tell us about how you juggle your busy lives in conjunction with the program that you're on?
Yes, I'm married. I've got 2 kids. I work part-time as well as doing this. So finding the right balance is really important. I think being quite strict with yourself in terms of what work we have to do, knowing when we have to do it by, keeping on top of everything is key.
Yeah, similar to Ian. This is my second degree and I've moved from Ireland, so I'm balancing working and trying to earn money to pay for it and everything. It's the side of why you're actually doing the course, that like putting the job aside to have time to study, the real reason you're trying to get it done.
But it's also important to keep things in perspective as well and not become bogged down by one side of it or the other.
I've got Henry with me now, who is one of our international students from Hong Kong. And the reason I wanted to speak to Henry was about an exam that Henry didn't get through the first time, but Henry responded so well to the feedback that he was given, and on the resit, a few weeks later, got 64%. So I've just got a few questions that I'd like to ask Henry, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So Henry, can you tell us about the first practical examination that you did?
Yeah, I was confused with like the flow and the pattern of the Viver. I was always like really panic about it because it's not like the paperwork I've done before.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the first thing that you did when you got the result and the feedback?
What I did immediately is I listened to the audio feedback and tried to contact my examiners and the module leader with the email for some support, like face-to-face feedback and some mock exam practice for doing better in the following Viver.
Okay. Okay, can you tell us about the written and the audio feedback that you received?
I got a written feedback with limited knowledge, and it's like I got bad handling skills, I got bad communications, and bad physiological knowledge.
Okay.
And for the audio feedback, with all of my performance is like in every question what I've really done, like really detailed, and suggestions that I need to be improved on.
Henry, can you talk us through what you did when you got the feedback?
I first jotted down everything in my audio feedback, and then I tried to revise the content I have missed off like the last time and what the mistakes I've made.
Okay. Okay, Henry, so can you tell us how different you felt 1 month later going in for the second attempt?
Yeah, I feel much more confident after the first time, because it's like I got my clinical placement immediately after the first time. I've learned how to communicate with my patients and like what the handling skills with the techniques. So it's like I got much more confidence to doing it immediately and do it well.
Okay. So first of all, Kenneth, can you tell us why you chose to study physiotherapy?
Well, initially, don't really have a lot of understanding regarding to this profession. After I do a bit of research about this profession, it's really an interesting career where you rehabilitate people with injuries or different conditions. Well, their main thing is getting people back to their independency into their daily activities.
Okay. Kenneth, can you also tell us what the greatest rewards have been over the past 3 years, please?
For me, I think the greatest reward is you finally have a grasp to what you're being thought about during the lectures. Same goes to like where I having the opportunity to train during my placement time. And I'm starting to know what physios normally do, and I was able to do what they need to do.
Okay.
I think that's.
Can you tell us about the academic challenges, how hard the course has been?
The course is doing a lot of different way of teaching, and especially it involves a lot like during assignments is quite common, but the other thing it's more you need to integrate. I mean, you need to communicate with people a bit more.
Okay.
So basically, it's not only like writing tests from where I came from, but it's more about a research strategy of researching. That is one of the challenges for me because that's a new technique which we needed.
Sure. Kenneth, can you tell us about the need to work with different people on the program?
Definitely. For us to work in a healthcare industry, is really essential because you need to communicate with different religion, different races, understand what their beliefs, understand what some of the things you shouldn't be talking about. I think it's definitely one of the factors you need to have, a skill you need to have for this profession.
Okay. Finally, Kenneth, could you give the viewers any general advice about the program?
I think what you need to do is to do your homework, have a bit of read of what the profession requires, what the course require in terms of like academically.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just enjoy the course if you came into it. Just play hard but work smart.
Okay, I like that. Thank you, Kenneth.